Vijay was an amazing son, brother, uncle, and dear friend to very many. Wherever he was, we all felt very safe, very loved, and very protected. I think one thing we're all feeling today is proud because he served in the Canadian Armed Forces for very many years and left us as a proud constable that served with the Ottawa Police Services. Vijay, we just want to say that we love you and we're very, very proud of you.
Vijay இங்கே வந்த காலத்தில் நான் நினைக்கிறேன் 2000 ஆண்டில் வந்திருக்கலாம். இந்த காலத்திலிருந்து அவரை சிறு வயதிலேயே தெரியும். அவருடைய அப்பாவை எனக்கு நன்றாக தெரியும். நாங்கள் ஒன்றாக வாழ்ந்திருக்கிறோம். அவனை நான் மேடையிலே ஏற்றி அழகு பார்த்திருக்கிறேன். நடிப்பு அப்படி என்று சிறு வயதிலேயே சின்ன துள்ளி விளையாடும் பக்குவத்திலேயே தன்னுடைய திறமைகளை காட்டி வந்த ஒரு சிறுவன் தான் எங்களுக்கு எப்பொழுதும் அந்த சிறுமை தான் எங்களுக்கு கண்ணிலே அடிக்கும். எங்களுக்கு பெரிய இழப்பு.
We were honored to work with Vijay, all 47 of us. One of the things I want to say that all of us here are honored to say is one thing we're going to miss about Vijay is his smile. That contagious smile, the smile that can change and brighten the whole room, that can change the world. We miss you, Vijay.
There's no words that can fulfill the loss today. Our thoughts and prayers are with his immediate family, and his police family, and his law enforcement family, and his military family. It's important to understand that we should continue what Vijay started. His passion to serve the country, his passion to serve the city. So let's remember that, and let's remember Vijay.
We won't be forgotten, and we're here for you. Hope you to see you. You're a brother for us, brother to us, and that's why we chose
Obviously, today is a very sad day for the family members of Vijay, but certainly, on behalf of the OPP and on behalf of the entire policing community, we're just here to share our thoughts and prayers to Vijay's family, and obviously to remember the wonderful person he was. I personally didn't know him, but certainly it did kind of touch home for me in terms of where he's from, and the same type of route that he took to join the policing services, something that resonated with me. So I just wanted to make sure that I was here to show my support and empathy to Vijay's family and friends, and may he rest in peace.
So I've known Vijay Mathiyalakan since he's been 18 years old. I was his section commander during BMQ. I had the pleasure of 6 years later of having him work in the team directly for me. It was a pleasure to have Vijay work for me. He was doing things beyond his capabilities, beyond his rank level. I was unfortunately only able to keep him for 7 months. He was then picked up by regular force. He signed his contract and he was sent to Petawawa to Combat Engineer Regiment. From there he deployed to Ukraine as an EOD operator and helped the Ukrainian nationals live and survive in a combat threat zone. From there he came back home and did his primary leadership qualification, which is his Master Corporal. We are also proud of him as engineers, Brotherhood of Engineers. We're so proud of him to accomplish this before he's even 26 years old is quite the feat. And afterwards he put in his application for OPS, and we unfortunately lost a good soldier, but Ottawa Police Service gained one of our bright and shining young men. Thank you for your time. I wanted to just speak about my brother, my friend, my soldier, Vijay.
So, very sad day for the Tamil community, Vijay's family, our police family. It's a tragic loss of somebody so young. I can tell you I've learned so much about Vijay over the last week, and he was an incredibly beautiful soul. We were all blessed and very, very fortunate to have met him and been able to have him touch us the way he did. So a tragic loss for our community, the Tamil community, the families. I can tell you, we didn't get to spend long with him. The time we did was cherished, and he had an amazing impact both with the other police and with the community. I'm honored to be here to mourn with his family and to talk about what
I just want to say, Vijay, you're going to be sorely missed. From the time that I met you, your smile can light up the room. When I met a couple of people today, we all kind of agreed that your personality is immense. I know that you wanted to be in EOD, and I know that the second that we met each other, we were both in 2-6 counter ID squadron together. I know that that was one of the proudest moments of your life. When you decided that you wanted to be a police, I knew that was your dream, and I supported you all the way. I am very, very happy to see that you were able to proudly serve 2 combination regiment in the Ottawa Police Service. I wish we could have kept in touch more often. I wish that I would have reached out more. Vijay, you'll be missed amongst all your family and your peers. We'll miss you forever.
Vijay and I have known each other for quite a few years. When I first moved over to my new troop, Vijay was the first person to introduce himself to me. He stood up and shook my hand, and we've been friends since then. Vijay and I deployed overseas together. We traveled part of the world together. We went to Japan and Korea, Romania and Poland. And before that, I'd never really been anywhere. He showed me how to travel and how to experience culture. He taught me how to be off on my own. Vijay and I also did a leadership course together, so I got to see him for who he was, which was a leader and a charismatic team member. We made it through a lot of challenges together, both on that course and overseas. He helped me overcome a lot of challenges in my life, and for that I could never repay him. I'm so happy that he got to live out his dream to become a police officer. He's going to be very missed. I was happy for him. It was a privilege to know him.
Today we mourn the passing of a man who was dedicated to serving his community. We mourn for the colleague, friend, and family member we will all dearly miss. We mourn the selflessness, compassion, and heroism of a short life so well lived. At the same time, we honor the dedication, courage, and kindness. We honor Vijay. We remember him, and we are thankful for the time that he gave to us. Vijay joined the Ottawa Police Service in November of 2020. One of only a few dozen successful individuals among the many hundreds who applied that year. Vijay was an outstanding young officer. True to his name, Mathiyalaghan, which means beautiful like the moon, Vijay was beautiful inside out, with that unmissable, infectious smile. His passion to his chosen profession as a police officer was driven by the values instilled in him by his mother, Vijay, a teacher, and father, Moody, a principal, who instilled in their son a deep understanding of and respect for cultural diversity. As a first-generation Sri Lankan Tamil Canadian, Vijay was drawn to duty and service to his community. Vijay brought with him the values he learned from his parents and the family's experiences and struggles to leave the war-torn land they called home for a new life in Canada. The culmination of these experiences formed the foundation by which Vijay would find his path in life, signing up first to serve his country by joining the Canadian Armed Forces, and then committing to service of his community as an officer with the Ottawa Police Service. His pride of being a police officer, of serving his community, was evident to everyone around him. And we're proud to have him as a valued member of our team. Vijay's dedication to the profession and his infectious positive attitude left a positive impact on the community and on those who were proud to serve by his side. I want to speak directly to his mother, father, and sister. Our entire police service mourns with you, and we're here to support you. I know how proud you are of VJ, and you should be. It's pride we all share. It's my hope that seeing all the people and all the members of the police service will help you understand how much we all cared for him and will give you the strength through the days to come. We're here for you, and we're here for VJ. VJ exemplified the best of this profession, acting with honesty, integrity, compassion every single day in everything that he did. Every one of us was inspired by knowing VJ. His commitment to serving and protecting the community was apparent in everything that he did. And while we'll miss VJ, we're so very, very grateful to have you known him. May his soul have a positive and peaceful journey. Monica.
From the moment VJ and Costa arrived on A Platoon, I knew that Central A Platoon had hit the rookie jackpot once again. I'm not sure if it was his big smile with those very white teeth that lit up the room, or if it was that mischievous grin underneath it. But there was something about VJ that let you know you were going on an adventure. Sometimes, great rookies are easy to spot. They're humble, confident, and respectful, but arguably, the one thing that will get you by in this job is your sense of humor. These qualities are the definition of VJ. VJ cut his teeth on the streets of Annie with his coach officers, AJ Belangatan and Nick Tessier, and then quickly moved to the sink-or-swim sector known as the Byward Market. To no surprise, the market crew took VJ under their wing, and he often raved to Jason about this CISO guy named Andrew on his platoon. VJ loved being a cop so much that the day before he died, he had gotten the first part of a large tattoo that represented the military, the police, and his family. Knowing that tattoos are almost always have a deep philosophical meaning, I had to contact the artist, Lance, and he shared this with me. The tattoo is a double face of Lady Justice. VJ wanted a blend of his military experience and the new start to his life as a police officer and his dedication to community. The bottom half was to later be filled in with his Tamil heritage. The two faces of Lady Justice represented that justice was both fair and unfair, and that despite this, you could still make a difference in the world. I think all of us are feeling the unfair side of justice right now. In 28 years, VJ packed more into living than someone twice his age. When I think about all the lives that VJ has saved, I struggle to understand why his was taken. To me, VJ's tattoo is a sign that somehow, at the age of 28, he understood more about life than most of us ever will. He has brought together his family, his military life, and his policing life all in this room. We are now living proof of what VJ's tattoo meant to him. Nobody can take away the pain you are feeling, but we can all help each other carry the load. His legacy is something we can all be proud of. The world needs more VJs. Thank you.
The memories we made together on the road. Upon graduating, we were lucky enough to make that dream a reality. From taking our first call together, making our first arrest, and doubling up on the market, those are memories I'll cherish forever. Over my time with VJ, we shared many personal stories and conversations, some I believe he would love for me to share with you guys today. To our class, he was honored to be hired with you and go through this experience with you guys. To Griffin, Rebecca, Jen, and Jonah, I want you to know how much she cherished her friendships, from studying, working out, night conversations. She could always rely on you guys. To our platoon, I want you all to know VJ was always expressed how happy he was to be a part of this group. You guys welcomed us rookies with open arms, treated us like family, DJ, your smile will always be missed on parade. And lastly, to DJ's Alma and Napa, you guys should be proud of the man that you raised. He was caring, humble, and always put others first. It is evident to anyone who knew him, regardless if it was friends, colleagues, or even strangers, VJ always went out of his way to treat everyone with kindness and respect. The impact he had on me and others around him will live on forever. I'm honored to witness VJ achieve his dream and be alongside him for the journey. And to the man with the heart of gold, an infectious smile, a goofy laugh, and biceps everyone inspires to have, you'll be missed but never forgotten. And from me to you, that boy's for life. Steve VJ.
It is heartwarming to see this overwhelming support for VJ and his family. My name is Griffin McCaffrey, and on behalf of VJ's family, I want to thank you all for taking time out of your busy lives to honor our dear friend. A few days ago, the world tilted, and today is a step we have to go through in the healing process. We will get through this. VJ would want us to get through this, and for us to be mindful that when times are good, we should be grateful, and that when times are like this, we need to be graceful. I had the privilege of meeting VJ in November of 2020. We were hired together and quickly became close friends. We had raised beside each other at the Ontario Police College and spent much of our free time together. They say when you're one step ahead, you're a leader. When you're two steps ahead, you're a DJ. He was a leader amongst leaders in uniform or out. Charismatic, charming, handsome, and not only could he spell the word truck, he could lift one too. I instantly knew we would be friends after the first time I razzed about his tiny biceps, and we routinely sat at the gym at 4:30 a.m. before our OBC classes. His work ethic was only overshadowed by his lookability. DJ seemed to be friends with everyone and made it look so easy. He would say hi and make strangers feel genuinely appreciated. After our classes, he could be found helping others with drill or giving out exercise advice or just making friends wherever he happened to be. After police college, we were assigned to different platoons but had a few opportunities to work as partners on the road. And for anyone in the military or a first responder, I hope you are one day blessed with the type of partner VJ was. He was part leader, part humanitarian, and a full cup of energy. He was a blast taking calls with this gentle giant, and I've come to realize that a life shouldn't be counted in years, but in the amount of lives he touched. And VJ touched a lot. I'll admit it, I was jealous of VJ. He could squat 4 plates for ups and make it look easy. He could naturally bring a room full of unfamiliar people together with ease, and he could somehow rock a baby blue top with shocking green shorts. He was such a vibrant ambassador for the local police, and he will be missed but not forgotten. His confidence, determination, and charm rubbed off on everyone around him. VJ's catchphrases also live in our collective memories. My personal favorite being, "You know what I mean, Jelly Bean?" If VJ were standing beside me right now, as opposed from looking down from heaven, I would tell him how impressive of a man he was. When everyone else just took a seat at the police college, VJ was already set to take a stand up for anyone in need. I perform many miracles every single day, and I know he'd want to do the same.
But I know if I don't, VJ will be laughing at me if I don't do this, so we roll together all the time. He was my best friend, easily my best friend. He was always at my house, hanging with me, when I was talking in the garage about new motorcycles and new things he wanted to do. And he was so proud to be a police officer. He would call me every day when he did something new as a police officer. He'd call me when he got his first arrest, when AJ taught him something new, when he got to do it, something on the computer. He was always so excited. And we had these communication devices in our helmets, and we would talk and we'd ride as we rode. And he would tell me what he did every day to the point I would just be like, oh, no more. But he was so excited he couldn't stop talking about it. But I just wanted everybody to know that he he was giggling with me on our communicators before the accident. And that's the last thing. He was laughing with me. We were telling a joke to each other. And then there was nothing. So definitely the last thing. He was happy. He was doing what he wanted to do. We were having a great ride together, as we always did. And I miss him terribly. I miss him so much. And some of the other guys wanted to come up and talk, but they're just finding it very difficult. But I just want everybody to know that nothing made him more happy than being a police officer. I've never heard anybody talk about it and smile so much when he got it. I'm very sorry.
He came into our lives as a scrawny little boy, shorter than us, but always more kulapudi than us. Although he may have grown taller and stronger than us, the way he treated us never changed. Throughout the years, we could always expect to be greeted with the brightest smile, a smile that could melt 100 hearts, forge 1,000 friendships, and brighten 1,000,000 lives. The teasing and joking was endless. The help and support was bottomless. Regardless of how busy you were, you always made the time for us. All the things that used to annoy us are all the things that we yearn to feel one more time. The weight of your arms across our shoulders as you lean on us for support. The vibration of your laughter when you crack the corniest of jokes. The shameless pride in your voice when showered with compliments. The twinkle in your eyes when making a goofy face for a photo. The nimbleness of your feet as you show off your soccer skills. The grasp of your hands as you pull us onto the dance floor. The seriousness of your speech when you argue with us just to push our buttons. The smirk on your face when you buy the biggest ice cream cone. The depth of your voice when you call us on long drives. The warmth of your body as you pull us in for the tightest of embraces. You taught us a lifetime worth of lessons in such a short time. You showed us what it meant to strive for your dreams and what it felt like to achieve them. You showed us what it meant to live, to truly breathe the air we are so lucky to have, and to live for the opportunities we are so fortunate to be able to pursue. You chose life over anything else and showed us what it meant to want more out of life, to be more in life, and to truly experience life. Your energy had no limits, and you shared it so generously with us all. Although we never had a chance to thank you for these things, we hope you can hear us now. There is one thing you taught us that we never thought twice about. You told us that in the military, you would always tap your glass on the table before taking a drink. You said this was to honor fallen soldiers and those not here with us. We've done this so many times without hesitation. Never would we have imagined the day would come when you would become our fallen soldier. To stand here without you is to stand here without an arm, a leg, an eye. But we know in our hearts we must carry on. The impact you had on our lives will live on through us. You gave each and every one of us a part of you, and we carry your legacy with such honor. Nothing will ever be the same, but we take solace in knowing you lived your life the way you wanted. You came into our lives as a scrawny little boy, and you left us as a brother, a soldier, as our hero. We love you so much, Vijay, and have never been prouder. Until we meet again.
Sergeant Satyendra from Yalama Police Service. Distinguished guests, Chief, members of the community, brothers and sisters from Yalama Police Service and beyond, and members of the Canadian Forces. Just want to start by a few words of how I ran into Vijay while at the Central Cell Block, while working there during his shifts. He'd come there quite often, work-related. One of those moments while I was parading a prisoner he had brought in, I just couldn't help but to make a note of his name, which had too many alphabets, just like mine. So after the proceedings was finished, I called him in and said hi, and I said, in the Ontario Police College, when you had the t-shirt printed for your name, did your name start from the front and all the way ended up in the back, just like mine? And he started a good laugh, and that's how we first met. A short time, even though it's been a short time, I was able to feel the strength of character and values of this young man from the way he showed up, always prepared, spit-shine boots, and you can feel a sense of purpose in his walk and the way he presented his cases as he came in duty-bound. I shared this passing of Vijay with my brother in India, and he wrote me a poem just remembering Vijay. Ayya Mathiyalaghan, Amma Vijayarani. It's an honor to just read this for Vijay. I'm going to be reading this in Tamil. நடத்தையில் முத்திரை பதித்தவன் படத்திலே சித்திரமானான். விஜய ஆலயன் என்றால் அது வெற்றியின் உறைவிடம். மானிட வாழ்க்கையில் இவன் ஒரு மகத்தான தத்துவம். நிமிர்ந்த நடையும் நேர்கொண்ட பார்வையும் விரிந்த மார்பும் வியத்தகு வரைதோளும் கங்கையோடு காவிரி கொண்டு கடல் கடந்து ஈழம் கொண்டு வங்கக் கடலருகில் வாழ்வீரம் காட்டிய சங்ககால தமிழனின் சந்ததி நீ போல். வீண்பட்டு போயே விரயமான கோடிகளில் விரல் விட்டு எண்ணத்தகு வீரர்களில் ஒருவன் நீ. இராணுவ வாழ்க்கையை ரசித்தவன் நீ விஜய். காவல் பணியிலே கலந்தவன் நீ விஜய். மோட்டார் பைக் ஓட்டி முத்திரை பதித்தவன் நீ. பாரஷூட் பாய்ந்து முகிலை முத்தமிட்டாய் நீ. அகவை 28 உனக்கு அதிகமென்று தோன்றியதோ? வாழத் தகமை கொண்டவனை எம்மை தவிக்க விட்டு சென்று விட்டாய். பகைவரும் பாராட்டும் புன்னகையை கொண்டவன் நீ. இன்று கவிதை எழுதி உனக்கு கண்கலங்கி நிற்கின்றேன் நான். ஈன்ற பொழுதில் பெரிது வந்த தன்மகனை சான்றோன் எனக் கேட்ட உன் தாய் மட்டுமல்ல விஜய். சமகாலத்தில் வாழ்ந்து சரித்திரமாய் உனை உணர்ந்த சககோடி பேர்களாய் நாங்களும் தானே. சிலையாக வாழ்பவர்கள் சில நூறு பேர்கள் தான். சித்திரமாய் வாழ்பவர் பல நூறு பேர்கள் தான். விலையாய் நீ கொடுத்த வீரமிகு வாழ்க்கையது மலையாய் ஓங்கி நிற்கும் வருங்காலம் உன்னை போற்றும். I'd like to offer my deepest condolences to Ayya Mathiyalaghan, Amma Vijayarani, your extended family and friends, and the community that has lost truly an amazing person. Nandri Vanakkam.
Members of the Canadian Armed Forces, Ottawa Police Service members, distinguished guests, Vijay's parents, family, relatives and friends. On behalf of the Ottawa Tamil Academy Board, I would like to say a few words to pay our last respect to Vijay. He was an old student of Ottawa Tamil Academy. His parents, Mr. Mathiyalakan, is the principal, and Ms. Vijayarani Mathiyalakan, credit course teacher, are pillars of the Tamil Academy. They worked tirelessly for the growth of the school. Vijay was a cheerful and smiley-faced kid that always liked to help others. Profession that Vijay chose was a testament to his service-mindedness to others. The outpouring support and the countless tributes his family has received and continue to receive are further evidence of his character. In life, Vijay did not follow the path that was in front of him. Instead, he created a new trail. The Tamil Academy Board would like to express its deepest sympathies to Vijay's family, relatives, and friends for their senseless loss. He has left an indelible mark on his family and the community. விஜயின் திடீர் மறைவுக்கு தமிழ் கல்லூரியின் நிர்வாக சபை சார்பில் அஞ்சலி செலுத்தும் முகமாக ஒரு சில வார்த்தைகள் கூற வந்துள்ளேன். விஜய் தமிழ் கல்லூரியின் பழைய மாணவன் என்று கூறுவதற்கு கல்லூரி பெருமை அடைகின்றது. இவரின் பெற்றோர்கள் திருவாளர் மதியழகன் அதிபர், விஜயராணி மதியழகன் திறமை சித்தி வகுப்பு ஆசிரியர் ஆகியோர் இரு பெரும் தூண்களாக நின்று கல்லூரியின் வளர்ச்சிக்கும் மேம்பாட்டுக்கும் ஆரம்ப காலத்திலிருந்தே அயராது உழைத்து வருபவர்கள். விஜய் சிறிய பையனாக இருக்கும் போது கூட எந்நேரமும் இன்முகத்துடனும் புன்சிரிப்புடனும் தான் இருப்பார். இவரது குறுகிய கால வாழ்க்கையை எடுத்து பார்த்தால் இவர் எப்படியும் வாழலாம் என்று வாழாமல் இப்படித்தான் வாழ வேண்டும் என்று வாழ்ந்து அதை எமது சமூகத்துக்கு காட்டி சென்றுள்ளார். விஜயின் பேரிழப்பால் அல்லலுறும் அவரது குடும்பத்தாருக்கும் உற்றார் உறவினர் நண்பர்களுக்கும் கல்லூரியின் நிர்வாக சபை தனது ஆழ்ந்த அனுதாபத்தை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றது. Today the Tamil Academy lost one of its old students. Vijay's parents have lost their world, and the Tamil community has lost a rising star. You know what they say, God only takes the best. May his soul rest in peace. Thank you.
விஜயாலய சோழன் பாராண்டான் கதையை நாம் கேட்டோம். விஜயாலயன் இம்மண்ணின் வீரனாய்த்தான் வாழ்ந்தான், கண்ணூடு நாம் கண்டோம். விஜயாலய சோழன் பாராண்டான் கதையாக நாம் கேட்டோம். விஜயாலயன் இம்மண்ணின் வீரனாய்த்தான் வாழ்ந்தான், கண்ணூடு நாம் கண்டோம். கடுகதியில் உன் வளர்ச்சி காலனுக்கு பிடிக்கவில்லை, கதறியள வைத்து விட்டான் செயலிழந்து நிற்கின்றோம். கடுகதியில் உன் வளர்ச்சி காலனுக்கு பிடிக்கவில்லை, கதறியள வைத்து விட்டான் செயலிழந்து நிற்கின்றோம். இளமண் விட்டு இங்கு நீ வந்தாலும் வாடும் மண்ணுக்காய் வாழ்ந்த வீரனடா. இளமண் விட்டு நீ இங்கு வந்தாலும் வாழும் மண்ணுக்காய் வாழ்ந்த வீரனடா. உன் இறுதி விடை கொடுப்பிற்காய் எல்லோரும் கூடி நிற்க, உறுதி கொண்ட எம்மவனை இழந்து நாம் இருக்க, கதறி அழும் உன் தாய்க்கும் தவிதவிக்கும் உன் தந்தைக்கும், அழுது துடிக்கும் அன்பு அக்காவுக்கும், மாமாவை தேடும் என் மகளின் கண்களுக்கும் என்னதான் சொல்வேனும்? இப்பெருந்துயரை எப்படித்தான் ஆற்றுவேனும்? இத்துயர் செய்தி கேட்டு எம் அருகில் ஓடி வந்து ஆதரவு தந்த உறவுகளுக்கும், விழி சொரிந்து வீடு வந்த அவன் தன் நண்பர்களுக்கும், எம் மகனிவன் இறுதி நிகழ்விற்கு பூரண கௌரவம் கொடுத்துட்ட கனேடிய இராணுவத்தினருக்கும், கனேடிய காவல்துறையினருக்கும், இறுதி நிகழ்வுக்கு இடத்தோடு நல்ல ஆதரவும் தரும் கேபிட்டல் ஹோம் நிர்வாகத்தினருக்கும், திருநெல்வேலி வாலியம்மன் சமூக அமைப்பினருக்கும் மற்றும் முதல் விளையாட்டுக் கழகத்தினருக்கும், நாம் சார்ந்துள்ள கனேடிய தமிழ் சமூகத்துக்கும் மற்றும் குடும்ப நண்பர்கள், உற்றார் உறவினர்கள், ஒட்டாவா தமிழ் கலை தொழில்நுட்ப கல்லூரி ஆசிரியர்கள், பெற்றோர்கள், நிர்வாகத்தினருக்கும் நன்றி சொல்லி போகின்றோம். என்றும் நன்றியுடன் நாம் இருப்போம்.
During these difficult times, we have received plenty of help and support from many services. On behalf of Mr. Vijayalayan Mathiyalakan's family, I would like to express our sincerest gratitude to everyone, starting with the Ottawa Police Service, Ottawa Police Association, and the Canadian Army. They have honored his service and have provided consolation to alleviate our grief. Thank you to political dignitaries who have paid their respects. Our special thanks to the Honourable MP Gary Anand Assembly for paying tribute to Constable Mathiyalakan at the House of Commons. We truly appreciate the mainstream and Tamil media for their coverage of this heartbreaking news. Additionally, thank you to the Ottawa Tamil communities and organizations, the Vijayalayan Community Center located in Tirunelveli at the Northern Sports Club in Nellore for their never-ending support. We don't know what we would have done without the support of friends and family, especially those who have flown out here. We greatly appreciate the service of the Capital Funeral Home staff. Thank you to many people who have sent condolences, shown sympathies, and have sent flowers. Special thanks to Vijay's closest friends for taking the time to share the grief with us. I would like to offer our sincerest apologies and thank you to anyone who we have failed to mention.
தம்பி விஜயாலய சோழனைப் போலவே வாழ்ந்து மிக குறுகிய காலத்தில் தன் உயிரை கொடுத்திருக்கிறார். திரு மதியழகன் மற்றும் அவரது துணைவியார் அவருடைய தமக்கை ஆகியோருக்கு மற்றது அவருடைய உறவினர்கள் நண்பர்களுக்கும் கனடா தமிழ் கல்லூரி சார்பாகவும் கல்லூரி ஆசிரியர்கள் மாணவர்கள் பெற்றோர்கள் சார்பாகவும் ஆழ்ந்த இரங்கல்களை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன்.